familiar with a clickable widget now, because you go to the internet and you see these flashing banners, you see things on every web page that you visit, and what we've done is we've created these clickable widgets for you. The experience that somebody gets once they click on a widget really is driven by what sort of message are we communicating with the person at that time. So we've talked about social networking. This is an example of a widget. It would also be moving. It's on a blog. And the tagline of "Find out how you can achieve financial freedom" happens to be this particular message, but you can communicate anything you want. The idea is that we want to grab somebody's attention. We want to communicate our value proposition, and this person may not be on our career page, and they may never have found our career page. So other places that you can put these widgets. Here's a website. Now, we focus our advertising on our career page, as I showed earlier. And what we're saying is that most of your traffic is actually hitting other places of your website. This is a home page. There's also Facebook has been mentioned so many times. There's another widget that's there, the calendar. Again, it's not moving at the moment, but these are widgets that you can just put into your community to attract people. So this, which you can't see very well, is a report that is the ideal report. Again, in today's world, you've got 3 leads that came from this widget, you've got 5 leads came from that widget, you've got 4 from here, 2 from there, 1 from there. That is, in fact, casting all of those lines to find people. It's realistic of what's going to happen today. Everyone won't make it to your website. So, step 3, what's the dialogue when we talk about that master plan that you create within your organization? What's the dialogue that you expect your managers or people responsible for recruiting to have with your prospects? What do you do about objection handling? How do you close for the next step? And so when they come into the funnel, which is essentially what we've just described, let me now give you another analogy of, again, when you talk about is there expenses associated with taking on agents even though you don't pay them a salary? The feeling for years was that there was not. You gave us a wonderful list of expenses that talk about infrastructure of an organization that would say, no, there's a huge expense associated with having people. So a couple years ago, we did a presentation similar to this, and we were asked to talk about recruiting and what is the real estate simulator. Many of you know us by the real estate simulator, and the best way to describe the simulator is this. Everyone's played sports, seen sports, familiar with sports. We brought in an arcade-sized basketball game into this talk, and we started taking 2 people out of the audience at a time, and we put them up and had them shoot baskets. And we took one group of people and we said, look, you didn't do well. You're not cut out for this business. Maybe I don't have the farm system. I don't have the developmental programs in place to make you good. It doesn't mean I don't like you, but I can't make you successful right now. Then we took the people who scored really well shooting baskets and we put them on the other team. And when you went back to the audience, and once we made up a team of 5 on each side, and you said, well, let's bet. Who's going to win this game of basketball? Of course, every single person in the room said, well, I just saw how they did in an assessment, in a simulation exercise. I know that the team that can shoot baskets is actually going to do better than the one that can't. And that's what the real estate simulator is. We are assessing for a person's skills and abilities, and if you any longer believe that there is no expense associated with a bad hire, you're wrong. Look at what you've been experiencing over the last 2 years. And we want to give you good people so that they have a higher probability of being successful once you put them on the job. You're going to train them, you're going to develop them, and it fits in to that best practice model, your master plan. The simulator it's a huge benefit for the brokers, huge then for the agents. As I run short on time, so here's that same website, and if you look at the website, you now have a widget over here for the simulator. You have your career page communicating one message. You also have a way to benchmark your agents against other top producers, and this isn't their career page. All we did was share some of the real estate that we already have created. If you have agents that have websites and you pay them for referrals, then get them to put these widgets on their websites. They get compensated for actually bringing people to the organization. So now what happens in step 4? Accountability, lead incubation. These are all the systems that